Hello, my name is Jacob, and in this video, I'm going to show you how I created a automated content creation system using Custom GPT and Make.com. This system will be posting content into LinkedIn and X, and it will also handle any errors on my private Gmail. The AI technology I will be using is GPT, especially fine-tuned GPT model that I will show you in this video. So what was my purpose of creating this content generator? It is that I learned a lot about new technologies and about IT and AI on YouTube. And sometimes I just like to share and post what I like from a podcast. Like, for example, some Altman said something interesting about AI, and I want to share that on my social media platforms. But it is all time consuming. First, I have to watch that whole video, and then I have to create the content, and then I have to post it. And I see that Make automates that process very, very efficiently. So I'll show you how it looks like in a real world example. Let's say I found that one YouTube video has 43 minutes about building AI phone agent. Let's just copy that link and let's paste it in my own custom GPT. It will always ask me any additional info, what we found interesting in the video, so we can manipulate this content creation, right? So feel free to share your thoughts. I don't have any thoughts at the moment, so I'll just say something like skip that and just post. Okay, starting the action, talking to hook. Hook is our make.com. This is a hook. And now it's just taking that data, taking that transcript, working with GPT, posting on LinkedIn, and posting on x.com. I went to linkedin.com to check if that was posted, and as you can see right now, CallSense, your new smart assistant. The CallSense AI agent from VoiceFlow is redefining how we manage phone calls, combining advanced call handling with powerful backend support. Someone who is watching that video knows exactly how AI generated text looks like. Very, very similar, and it looks like it's written by AI. But this is fine-tuned, so it doesn't make that mistake, right? Okay, and now let's go to my x.com. And now I'll go to my x.com account to see if that was posted as well. 1 minute ago, there was something called Introducing CallSense, your smart AI call assistance. So as you can see, it works perfectly fine. It even shows the YouTube video. That is amazing. So that was a quick demo. Now I want to show you how it works step by step. So first of all, we have this custom GPT. I'll show you how this prompt looks like. It is very simple prompt that says exactly a couple of things like that. For example, you try to get from user the YouTube link and his additional info. Once you have that information, you have to send that, save that in variables as a JSON and send it as a hook to make.com. So this is basically a whole prompt, okay? And here is a action, which is basically that connection between make.com. This is a JSON format. The important things is this URL. So this URL is a hook module from Make. There is this YouTube link that we send and any additional info. Once we have all that, we can go to make.com and create our actions. So first of all, I created this hook. I called it as a GPT action. This is the link you have to paste in this custom GPT to connect these two. And now you can see that HTTP module where it gets the transcript from Rapid API. And this is a platform I found which doesn't cost any money when you create like about 50 to 100 API calls or something like that. I used all of it pretty quickly when I was testing my app. And then I found out that later to get my transcript, unfortunately, I have to pay some money, but it is like £10 for like 1,000 or 10,000 API calls. So it is pretty cheap. I don't complain about that. So if you want to create this similar HTTP module, so first of all, you need this URL, exactly that, when you want to collect the transcript to make, with a get method. And there is this rapid API key that you will get from this API company. Then there will be rapid API host with YouTube transcript. Then as query string as some variables, I put one, which is my URL link, because it needs this HTTP needs this YouTube link to take the transcript from that link, basically. And the chunk size I set to 1000. And that means that the transcript is sliced into some parts, which are called the chunks. And because I listen to a podcast that can have like 1 hour or 1.5 hours, I need a lot of chunks from the transcript, all of them basically. So I need about, I just gave the random number of 1000. Okay, so we have all that. I can press OK. Now there's a module called iterator, and that basically gets the data from the chunks. The chunks are stored in an array. Now this iterator connects all these chunks together. It doesn't save anything straight in a variable, so we have to create a variable. Actually, I made a small mistake, and this and that, this is basically the same thing. So let's go to this tool, because it saves that data from iterator and saves it in my variable called transcription. And now, as you can see, there is a router. And this router in my program works as a filter. So for example, if there is no transcript, because I realize sometimes it happens that the Rapid API doesn't have a transcript, most of the times when it comes to streaming. So when someone is streaming on YouTube or finish the streaming, the transcript is still not available. So if that happens, I want this message on my Gmail account, on my private Gmail. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to connect private, not the business, but the private Gmail with make.com. So I connected it and I set the filter. If there is no transcript, basically, if the transcription equals to null, that means if there is no transcript, please send the email to my own email that the content couldn't be created. And there is another filter. If there is transcript, then ChatGPT, please work on the transcript and give me some content from it. And I created the fine-tuned model that you can see in another video I made, how to create a fine-tuned model in an easy way. I've used GPT-4o Mini. I gave it a system prompt that create the content based on this structure, etc. In fine-tuned model has many examples how I created it in the past. And I needed to put some variables as well, because they are always different. So there is that additional info, YouTube transcript, and YouTube link. And now there is another router, and this is basically about posting content to social media platforms. So one goes straight away to LinkedIn. As you can see, nothing in between, no filters, just posting straight away that content created by fine-tuned GPT model. And here you can see connection between router and posting to X. So when data is created, it goes through all these modules to x.com. Why there is so many modules? So basically, posting to X is by free version, and when you want to post the content to X, you can post there less than 280 characters, or there is a premium version where you have unlimited content you can post. I have a free version, so I wanted this GPT to take that content created by another GPT before, so take that content and optimize it to posting to X with less than 280 characters. I used GPT-4o Mini because that's the cheap and efficient model. 50% of the times, even with right prompt, it created content that has more than 280 characters. And I did it also with GPT-4o, the more expensive model, and it unfortunately made the same mistake. And I didn't want any errors in my program, so I had to find a workaround how to solve this problem. And then I found out that in programming, this is called a while loop. So do something until something else happens, then break. Make.com don't allow to create something like this for some reason, but there is a workaround which looks exactly like this. It is done by having a repeater. Repeater, as the name says, it can repeat some stuff as many times as you want. So I want to repeat my function 10 times. So this thing with a gray shade needs to be repeated about 10 times unless the filter happens, and that helps to post to x.com basically. So let's say there is a repeater and it goes first time. So uh, when this GPT turns on, it tries to create a content that has less than 280 characters. Then it goes by this tool which filters the length of this content generated by GPT, and it checks later if it has more or less than 280 characters. As you can see, as characters are number of characters is less than 280, then break from this whole repeater and do something. But if it has more than 280, then there is a simple array aggregator, just whatever, and just go back and repeat this process again. So basically repeat the process until the content has less than 280 characters. So what happens after that? When content has less than 280 characters, we create a basic dummy HTTP module because it allows us to put that X module that basically posts on x.com, and then it just breaks the program or just finishes the program. So basically that's how it works. I didn't find any better workaround, and I didn't even find any good tutorial that shows how to do it properly. And I found that I found a lot of this information on some forums. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. So that's it basically. That's how this whole content generation system works. If you have any questions about it, please let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching.